D&D Tomoto Islands Session 17.
Woo!
That's so many sessions.
We've done quite a few, and this is like the fourth, I think, with this party specifically.
Nice.
We have not died yet.
We have not died yet. Let's see.
That's why I said yet.
That's true. Yet. Cool. So, hopefully I don't ruin everything when I try and do this, because I got to pull up some stuff. Okay, nothing ruined so far. That's exciting. Okay, cool. I can't actually tell that we're live, but the computer's telling me we are. Can anyone see the chat?
I can see it.
Okay, cool. Good. Everything looks legit?
Yep.
All right, sweet. Yeah. We cut back in on the action with the party. I mean, were you rushing back from the lair of the sirens, or were you kind of doing a slow jaunt back in?
I mean, to my knowledge, we weren't in a big rush, so...
You weren't?
No.
Okay.
Riley may have been.
No, I was not in a big rush. I'm just bleeding profusely from the face because of myself.
I mean, you always are.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. What do you think? Forgetting names. Arliss? Is that you, Squid?
Yes.
What was Arliss doing last session that she really wasn't like completely aware of what was going around? Is she just like sleeping, or what was last session like for you?
If she was still healing up, she might have been like hanging around in the back, trying to get back together.
Okay. All right, that's easy enough. Yeah, so like when you're finally like, why will you not load, you piece of shit? Oh my god. Yeah, when you're finally like up and at 'em, like ready to get moving, you come back to Nikolai, just kind of sitting there. He's still kind of out of it from, he's only been resurrected a few hours. And he's chatting with someone, like a halfling, right? Because I don't think Nikolai had seen him, right? He was asleep during that last session.
Yeah, you didn't really know him.
Yeah, he wasn't really like
Yeah.
doing anything. He kind of just like rolled back over and was just like, "Let this end, please."
Okay, cool. That's fun. I'm glad I'm getting echo from nothing. Stupid thing. Okay. Yeah, so he's like just kind of like chipper and chatting away at this like strange halfling that seems to have like shown up into your camp. Things seem peaceful, but you're also missing two of your party members. So what is your reaction, Squid?
Where have the others gone?
Yeah,
Josh isn't here to respond.
Yeah, that literally just occurred to me. And the halfling fellow who's kind of sitting there, they've got like some board game out or something. They're throwing dice. I'm not making a weird joke here. We're not playing the game in the game.
Dang.
But he's trying to teach Nikolai something, right? And he goes, yeah, I think they said they were going to leave for a little while. They were planning to come back. Do you have a response for that, or?
Nikolai is Josh's character, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of look around, shrug, and sit down and watch the game.
All right. Let me just randomly roll. The first number will be our new friend, and the second one will be Nikolai. Well, Nikolai seems to be winning. Look at that. I hate this setup. It's really upsetting me. So you watch for a little while, and even though this stranger seems to be like instructing Nikolai on a lot of options and a lot of things, he also seems to be losing desperately, and he's getting like more and more angry about it as he's losing. You can see like his like brow starting to furrow a lot, and he's like, Nikolai will ask a question about something, and he'll like sort of like painfully slow explain it, like through gritted teeth. You can tend to just wait for the rest of the group to come back. Do you want to move around at all?
She might get up and pace a little bit, kind of try and keep an eye out for the others, kind of listen to hear see if she hears anything coming.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, if you're not doing like anything super crazy, I think we're just gonna cut on that action to the other two coming back. Now you're both aware of each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there any sort of conversation happening there, or are you both just hanging out?
I'm not the
I'm fine with-
conversational type.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so there's not much to this kind of.
I mean, he can talk at me. He's completely capable.
You're just not planning on talking back.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
was-
maybe like a few grunts or just like meh, because I'm like spitting blood onto the ground.
So
so
old
often.
man, how are you not dead? Like, you're old. You every like 5 minutes get hit in the face with a rock, or smash your face into a rock.
I'm just that good, kid.
Oh,
It's
same
more
goes for
important
your
than-
raccoon that looks like it's dying constantly. Where did you
It's a
find
fear.
it?
That little garbage weasel. He
I
just
think
follows me around.
I think the polite term is trash monkey for raccoons.
Whoa, now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruffle your jimmies.
And then he just kind of like spits some more blood on the ground and just trudges along, kind of like half blinded, because he's just got blood just caked everywhere, so he's just constantly wiping it away from his face.
This is that. Wow, their conversation's really awkward. It's just like, oh yeah, so
About that blood and you dying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As riveting as that is, I'm gonna go ahead and ask. Are you like walking in tandem, or is someone kind of leading the other here?
I kind of assumed in tandem.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you both roll some intelligence checks? Like, see how you do navigating this maze.
So
Badly.
where the heck is my intelligence?
No,
Or wait,
you
is low good
yeah,
in this?
Yeah, you want to roll under.
Yeah, low under is really good. Oh, there's no little rolly. Never mind. I'll just
D20 it up.
yeah, D20 it up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Look at the two of you. Okay, so you didn't make a lot of twists and turns to get back through there. So you're feeling pretty good about it. You know,
Nice.
you make your left, you make your left, you make your right. You follow the center of the fork, right, and then the path is sort of supposed to veer. You know what I mean, like towards the setting sun here.
Yeah.
Well, setting sun a lot. There's a pretty thick canopy of briars and thorns, but you get like the idea of what time it is, even if it's not entirely clear. However, with your successful navigation, you realize that where you expected to kind of spit back out into like this long hallway, because you guys like abutted yourself to like a dead end of this maze, there is no path forward.
Do we
It
see
must
like
have.
Oh, I was just gonna wonder if we see that big glowing freaking light in the distance, at least.
Oh yeah, the
Um,
sun that's still
The
there.
sun that's
Oh,
forever
interesting.
shining.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Yeah, I think you do actually see, right? Like, there's a section of the briars that seem like much. You can, like it's through many layers, but you can see that there's like a bright light kind of on the other side of them at a great distance. And actually, your intelligence checks are enough to carry you through to like you're further away now than you should have been for the correct motions you made getting back.
Ah, well, the maze is
Hmm.
constantly growing and changing.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
I take out a flint and steel. Will this help at all? I flick it a few times.
All right, don't set the maze we're on in fire or on fire, whatever fire. No.
I mean, you can do anything you want to do.
That
It doesn't look like
is
it
true.
would. It doesn't look like it would catch immediately. You think you'd have to like dry it out, burn it out a little bit. Not that the briars are lush and green, but neither are they like dead and dried out.
Should I try going at one just a little bit with my scythe, see how easily they cut through, or if they grow right back after I'm cutting through them?
Yeah. What's your like intent to do this? You're just like cutting to see how the tool fares, or are you looking to try and break through to the next?
More just to see how it fares. I'm not going all out without checking first.
Yeah. You're able to cut, some thorns, some briars, some vines, right, fairly readily.
Okay. I stop and like take a moment and see, does it look like it's actively growing back?
I mean, if you cut them completely away, right, like you cut here and you cut here and it falls to the ground, you'll see like the bare ends like slowly start to sort of intertwine again. But if you just like cut a single slash through, they kind of just hang there.
Gotcha. I guess. Hey, old man, do you have any like a sword or anything to help me with this?
I pull out my longsword.
Oh, dude, can we like try working together to hack and slash through this bramble?
I guess so. Sure, you don't want to light it on fire?
That would probably end in us dying.
Eh.
How about we try the sword and stabby, slicey thing first?
Whatever suits your fancy.
All right.
He spits a little bit more blood on the ground and starts hacking away.
The cleric shakes his head and says, "You need more iron."
Yeah.
All right, so you've got. Would you say a longsword?
Yeah, +1 longsword.
All right, what are you doing with it?
We're hacking at this stupid wall to see if we can create a little hole and head towards that light.
So what's interesting about that is suddenly the vines are tougher to cut through, right? They seem to resist your many blows. As you're like hacking away and making no resistance other than maybe slight dents and like pushing stuff out of the way. It's almost as if your sword is no longer even sharp, keen iron or steel, perhaps. You feel as though you could force your way through it if you really wanted to, but you have almost like a mental or physical block that you're going to have to overcome.
It's a maze. It doesn't want us cheating.
Yeah. Though you have the option if you wish it.
Do we want to give it a try? I want to give it a try.
Yeah?
Alright.
Yeah.
You do that.
Alright. Well, I take the lead. I got my pointy side of my staff at the ready, and I'm trying to hack through and ready to make a roll against something.
Yeah. All right, to force your way through this maze in a way that is untoward, perhaps. Go ahead and make your saving throw versus spell.
Ooh, that's different. Let's see. Roll saving against spell. Submit. I can't make it.
All right. So in your mind, you see yourself, right, drawing back, getting ready to hack through the thing. You're positioning yourself, right? You're waiting for the right moment, and you see yourself, right, as if it was truly happening, lashing into the thing, and thorns are going everywhere, and thick, goopy plant matter is kind of pouring out of them as you've cut away through, and then you're doing it for several minutes. Your arm's starting to get tired, and that wasn't a word. And then all of a sudden, you snap back, and you haven't done anything. And I imagine your old man friend is like, "Do it already! Come on!"
Yeah, you're gonna swing at it.
All right, that was new and different. Can I
Nothing was different or new. You just stood there.
All right, here, try something.
All right.
I want you to try as hard as you possibly can to break your way through this wall.
All right, stand back. All right, I'm gonna try it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do it? All
Yeah.
right. Make a saving throw versus spell.
All right, where is that little thing?
If he makes it through,
it's gonna suck. No.
Yeah. You do the same thing, right? You unleash your ferocity. You're a ranger of these lands for years and years. There is no natural, obstruction that can contain you, and you lash out in many directions, swinging wildly, screaming, and then again in an instant, nothing has happened, with one exception. The two of you kind of looking at it, right? And there's the spot where you had hacked away some vines and stuff before. All of them knit together, and there's just this single reverberation that just displaces all of them and just shoots down past where you guys are.
That's fun. Can I roll against spellcraft to see if I can understand what type of magic this is?
Yeah, certainly.
All right. Oh, so close. It's magic, maybe.
Right. So what I think is happening here is you've gotten a lot of your tools out. You've drawn a little circle. You're beginning, to probe the area with some of your magical senses. You're reaching out, trying to get an idea of what sorts of things are ensorceling you when you are interrupted. So we're gonna cut back for a second. Squid, you were watching the game. You were maneuvering around a little bit. Did you go out to where this strange little halfling fellow said your friends went? Or you came in close?
If it's been a while, she'll probably start walking a little bit further, but we'll keep them in sight.
Sure, yeah. So, this maze is an abstraction, but essentially there's a little alcove, right, that you guys have all kind of holed up in, and then it kind of spills out into this larger section that's where you guys were fighting the gargoyles and stuff. And it goes, down for a while, and it kind of splits off into two directions, and he's basically saying they went down there, and then they took a right, because there was two lefts and a right. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. My notes are not entirely clear, because the maze is as much an abstraction to me as it is for the group, but I have to keep it consistent when I do give directions. So okay. So I mean, you're putting a little bit of distance in between there, and you kind of get out to where that is. You see the two lefts, you see the right, and then you see something moving in between the brambles, something that is suspended inside the walls of this maze. And when I say moving in between, I mean maybe trapped or part of it, and not ripping its way through, right? It seems to be moving along with the vines, like a fish through water.
She'll keep an eye on it and call back over her shoulder. Hey guys, come look at this.
Yeah. your new halfling friend Sneakbane gets up with his, goofy little Robin Hood hat and his long red goatee, and he walks forward, pulling on it. Like, well, what have you found?
It looks like there's something moving over there. Do you see it?
Yeah. And like you've been studying it for a moment, and you see it is you're kind of like putting together, okay, what parts of this are, the wall, and what parts of this are creature inside the wall. It's about 9 feet tall, maybe a little taller. Seems to be comprised of about like 4, maybe 5 humanoids wide. So very, very wide, very bulky. And you're just now starting to get like a whiff of stench off of it, just like something rotten or moldy or turned. Any thoughts, or you just continue to...
She'll dry heave a little bit and take a step back.
Sure.
And ask for the cleric is when you need him.
He went that way, and I think, well, it's about time I did the same. And he just sort of pushes back against the wall and starts, humming a jaunty tune as he takes the leftmost of the paths away from you.
Two lefts and a right, was it?
Yeah, 2 lefts and a right.
All right, she starts backing away towards the left.
The way he's going?
Actually, she wouldn't leave Nikolai by himself. She's gonna head back towards Nikolai while keeping an eye out for that thing.
Okay. Oh, wait, actually, I have his character sheet right here. What am I thinking? Oh, and he doesn't have his saves in here.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Someone else has been a ranger before. Was Logman a ranger? Yeah, Logman was a ranger. Ooh, okay. You come back to Nikolai drowsy, looking like he's been sweating a lot. He's rather pale. He's doing doing the Captain Jack thing where he's like, messing with an aura in the air as if something's around him that is unseen to everyone else. But he's still conscious, so that's good.
So Tapir has been here the whole time, throwing a fit.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, Tapir's been like running in circles and vomiting on the ground and poking at his new friend, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
and
nobody
just,
was interested in it. Yeah, just like a nasty little raccoon that everyone was ignoring.
Did you eat something bad?
Yeah, and Nikolai, I don't remember Josh's accent for him. He goes, something's just not sitting well with me.
Tapir holds up his raccoon hands into the sky.
He goes,
Those darn eggs.
what did you see up there?
He hisses.
How is the lion doing?
Did you bring it with you?
No, it's chilling back at camp.
It's sleeping.
Nice.
Just soft, gentle cat purrs.
Aww. It's an important part of the game,
There's a lion head?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the head of the stone lion. You were there for when we killed it and got it.
Yeah, I forgot it was a stone lion.
Remember Christian Stone Lion?
All right, so Squid, what are you doing? Are you answering him? Or are you just leaving him behind? Or are you going to try Kira's poison?
I don't know if I have anything to help him with his poison.
Tapir cracks a raw egg down his throat.
Oh, that's awful. Yeah, I don't know how Nikolai takes that. He probably screaming, "What are you trying to get me sick?" And he pushes the little raccoon away.
The raccoon bites him.
Reasonable, given the situation.
Alright, let's go find our cleric buddy. And she'll, like, grab his arm and start dragging him towards the left.
Yeah. Well, they went to the right. Do you want to go? Do you want to follow the little halfling, or do you want to go the way that the halfling was saying your party went?
Oh, the way that he said that the party went.
Okay. Ooh, excuse me. All right. So the last thing we'll see from that scene is when you pack camp up pretty quickly. There wasn't like a lot of stuff sitting there. You'll tuck the stone lion head into a bag and drag that along with you. You know, to peer what he's still got a bunch of the eggs he's like holding on to.
Yeah, he's got like a little satchel on his back that has like the raw eggs, but he is now firmly like latched onto Nikolai, like and biting his clothes and won't let go. So he's kind of like dragging along behind him.
Right. Yeah. Nikolai's sort of limping along, holding his chest, you know, sweating and breathing profusely. And Tapir is just like getting dragged by the leg. Okay. Yeah. The last thing we see there is just when you've like completely crossed like the threshold of the right path. The entrance or exit, depending on how you look at it, just like seals over almost immediately. And the camera lingers on where the audience and Arliss saw that hulking creature, which seems to be gone now. And we cut to the hulking creature standing inside of the brambles in front of who is it, Dane?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you like, you know, you're getting all your little toolboxes unpacked, right? And you're getting set up to do like your spellcraft stuff, and you're just about to, you know, recite the ritual of, you know, true seeing or something, right? And there was just this like overpowering stench that you smelled suddenly. And you look up and you can just see this 9-foot tall hulking monstrosity. It's like both seems to be passing between the thorns, but then also getting cut open by them too, as there's like tons of fresh cuts all across its arms, its face, its body. And not to be unclear, it is 4 persons wide, but it is not 4 persons. It is only one very large creature.
Fun.
Yeah. Go ahead and move that down here.
Oh.
Does it notice me?
That's got to be Josh. Oh, I mean, it's staring right at you, so I'm inclined to say yes. We are
Throw some salt at it.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
Oh,
that's gotta be squid. So you're not there yet.
Oh. Well. Spooky. Good thing I have my staff. I kind of side glance at the old man, saying, "Hey, old man, you see and smell this too, right?"
The worst part of it is it's not even breathing. It's literally just standing there staring at you as like black blood is just slowly starting to pool up in all of these fresh scratches.
Well, I stare back at it.
Can I throw some salt that I have for curing meats like at it?
Yeah, you can do whatever you like.
I want to throw salt at it.
You're gonna make it angry.
Do I roll something for that?
No, you can just sprinkle salt on it. That's not
all right.
concern.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm throwing salt at it.
Is there a spell behind this salt, or is this just salt regular type?
This is literally just regular salt.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so you sprinkle the salt. Do you say anything to it?
No, I just yelled like, "You gotta throw some salt on it!" And I just kind of like chuck some salt,
Hmm.
trying to
Yeah.
aim for his freshly opened wounds.
Right, so you throw the salt on it, and we get like a close shot of it like falling to the ground, and then just like a single drop of the blood, right? This black, rancid blood hits the ground, right? We just got a close up of like one of its feet, a bunch of salt, and then the blood, and you hear like this clicking that's like coming from its open mouth or its eyes or its ears or something. You're not really sure what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it just breathes heavily once for the first time, but it's less of a breath and more of just like the voiding of oxygen as both of its hands reach out, ripping through the brambles and everything, and it just like roars once.
It just roars once, you said?
Yeah, it roars once and then tries to throttle you. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and attack. Actually, don't know which one of you it goes for. So, Dane is 1 and Rain is 2.
Yay.
Yeah, we knew that was happening. What's your AC, Tristan?
Let me see. I have my character sheet thing all set up here. AC of 6.
6. Okay. Um. Okay, so I need to roll a 1 or higher to hit you.
Oh.
I succeeded. So, this giant, literal giant undead creature, just with some sort of weird clicking gurrs going on in the inside of its body, is just like, for a lack of better terms, apparated in front of you, and then both of its hands, like small tree trunks, rip out of it and grab you roughly, right? One's arm up into your shoulder and then like just like at your collarbone, and the other one right at your waist, and it crunches you, and
Ow.
it hurts a lot.
Yeah.
To the tune of 23 points of damage.
Jesus.
And
Okay.
yeah. Instant purple bruising, right? Like the blood is forced out of your skin and away from the wounds, and you feel, your hip shattering under its blows.
Ah. Why? Ow. Okay, that was about half my HP.
Yeah. And then it does like the creepy like horror movie thing where its head just like completely rotates on its axis without the use of any sort of muscles and looks directly at Rain and just goes
Well, shit. I'm gonna try and cut it, Dane loose, or at least try to get him out of the grasp of this behemoth. And I currently have my longsword in hand, so I guess I will do that. Is there some sort of initiative order?
Right now, it's I'm fine with us just kind of doing it. After you go, Tristan will have time to respond, and then my golem will do its thing again.
I'm gonna try to get him out of that grasp.
Mm-hmm.
What am I rolling and or doing with that?
Currently has an AC of 2. And your THAC$'s what, like 13?
Jeez. I have it written somewhere. Yes, 13.
Okay, so you're looking for an 11 or higher when you attack.
Oh, boy.
Wait, do you have a +1 weapon or anything? You hit, so that's good. So you want to go ahead and roll damage.
Then wouldn't he need a... Oh, no, it's higher. Never mind, I'm dumb.
If I had... There's another version of this monster has a -2 AC. That would make his 13 a 15. But
yeah, I was getting THAC$'s backwards.
It's not hard. It's... 2nd edition is weird like that. But Riley, you did hit, so you want to roll damage.
For longsword, what is that?
It'll be a D. Actually, for this thing size, it'll be a D10.
1d10.
Yeah. Oh no, it says D12. Shit, that's awesome. So it's D10 normal, D12. It's also a +1 sword, so you're going to add +1 to your damage.
All right, D12.
You can also
5.
attack. Wait, you don't have the weapon specialization, do you?
No, I think my specialization was longbow.
Okay. So this round you'll only attack once, but next round you'll attack him twice if you continue with the longsword.
Okay. So roll a d12, so 9.
Nice. Okay. Got to put a bit of damage on him.
And wheedle him out of the grasp at all, though?
No. In fact, when you cut through him, you cut through this like kind of putrid flesh shell that's like kind of hanging over him, right? And that just sort of like slides off, right? And underneath is just actually, I mean, you tell me exactly what you think of it, but we would know it as pretty impressive like mechanics with very shoddy materials.
Oh.
I'm not sure what you would make of that in particular.
So it's like a construct of some sort?
Yep.
Oh boy. Yeah. Someone made it.
Someone made it. I'm gonna unmake it. Do you have any care for that, or are you an engineer or something, or is it just kind of irrelevant?
I am totally not an engineer. This dude's a hermit in the middle of the woods.
That's
Nature
fair.
is his game.
Gotcha. Yeah, so this is two kinds of aberrations to nature. Not only is this thing like extended its life beyond what is normal, also it's a mechano-man.
Yeah, I don't like this thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Jesus Christ, Tristan, do you want to go ahead with Dane?
Yeah. So do I see that this thing do I see that like it cuts open and there's mechanical stuff?
Yes, because both of its hands are on you.
All right.
And Rain ran up and just chopped most of the flesh from its arm away, right? Because he was just like, "Wah!"
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't a straight downward chop. He kind of came at a bit of an angle and just sliced away a good chunk of its forearm.
All right. Can I, before I make an action, can I try and talk at this thing?
Yeah, you can.
I'm really glad I happened to roll divination that one time, because... Oh, no, wait, it said that when there was the strange machine, I'd be reunited with the party? The divination mentioned a strange machine, and that's what I can remember off the top of my head. So, this is the thing. I am gonna do... How many spell slots do I have of things?
Should get out of its robot-y, crushy arms.
I mean, I'd love to. That's part of the plan. But first, I can survive basically one more hit from this thing. And I don't like that. So I was going to use cast Withdraw.
Ooh.
Because I want a moment.
Sure.
Let me just... Oh, heck. What's this garbage? Sorry, I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, you get like 5 or 6 rounds or something crazy to do anything that's damaging combat related.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you can pile a bunch of heals onto yourself, drop blasts, ask a question of the gods.
Exactly. Okay. Sorry, yeah, this is being obnoxious. What pages are spells on? Sorry, I should have had this.
I don't know, pretty late. Why? What is your question?
I'm just trying to figure out, because I think it's some kind of die roll to see.
No, I don't think
withdraw.
So. I think we gave you 2 rounds every or 2 actions every turn.
All right.
So you're going to do 2 right now. So you do 2 things.
All right.
Then if
first
you
things
don't die or get knocked out of the spell, you go again. That's how we did it last time.
Yeah, because taking damage knocks you out of the spell. I remember.
Yeah.
All right, So that was a level 2 spell, so there's one spell slot. I'm then going to cast the level 4 divination, because this seems like an appropriate time to get that whole divination thing going on.
All right. What do you want to know?
I guess, what is this thing's importance to me, and what should I do to it? Because it was mentioned, and I'm guessing they said a strange machine. This definitely fits the criteria, so the gods have some interest in it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Would you say 4th
and
level spell for divination?
yeah, divination's 4th level. I want to say I had somewhere in the 60s chance of success.
Yep, used to garner a specific piece of advice concerning a specific goal. Yeah, 60% plus 1% for each level.
All right, so 69
Yeah.
or nice.
Sorry.
That's fine. So I want a 1 through 69. If my math is correct there. If it's 1%, so yeah.
Yeah.
So 69 or under.
Good,
6.
that's really good. Okay. So what was your specific question?
What is this thing's meaning to me, and what should I do to it? Or how should I interact with it?
Okay. Yeah. So right. How do you contact with this divination? Do you are you like reading off some like holy prepared snake skin? Are you like, burning stuff and you like reading the smoke signs? Do you have like dye and little like seer stones you cast?
It would probably be more like a trance almost,
Okay.
going to almost like a meditative thing, like closing your eyes and maybe having visions, maybe hearing things, like picture almost like appearing in like a black void or whatever, and you might see something, you might hear something, basically that it's kind of thing, a meditative, trying to figure out what the heck's going on.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So basically, what you get out of it is you see this creature. Like you see whatever it was in its real home life. Some massive giant farming man. That was peaceful and
Yeah.
wanted only good things for the world.
Mhm.
And then you see him. Like getting sick, and then like going to like many different like priests and clerics and healing men around town
Mhm.
and through other towns. And the whole while, it's like slowly wearing his body down to the point that like he has to like ride laying down on like a a caravan or a cart or something and get
Yeah.
dragged around. And no one seems to be able to heal him. No one seems to be able to help. He might get better for a little while, and then it immediately starts getting worse again.
Mhm.
And finally, he meets what we would understand, looking as an audience, as a very untrusty necromancer, right? A man garbed in all black with like spider tattoos on his face and like a sunken sallow look to him. And the family is like begging someone, please help him, so someone heal him. And well, he's fixed, but I don't know that he's better.
Gotcha.
So you get a little background on this thing, right?
Nice.
And it says, right, like your monolithic snake god. We haven't seen this before yet, right?
We have not seen the god. I had a name for it, but I cannot remember.
Yeah, so we just see, right, like a giant snake with its head like coming out of the water, right? And it's looking at you, and it just sort of spits out its purpose. Nothing. Die at your blade. But if you can survive, follow it home. Reunion. Your purpose here in the maze. And then a second head, another snake comes up from the water, right? And it like coils around the first one. It's a little bit smaller, right? And it's like looking up at the first snake, and it says, "No, no, he will surely perish. He will not live. Dane's time has come." And then the one snake's looking at the other one, and they both just start hissing and cackling, and then your vision ends.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Can we name them Sam and Sally?
Yeah, sure. That can be their nicknames. I mean, I think Tristan has a real name, but
Yeah, but Sam and which what Sally wants me to thinks I'm gonna die, doesn't she?
Probably that bitch.
Bitch, Sally. Anyway, on that note, I am also going to. I think I'm going to try and improve our chances in this fight a little bit, and do some. Now that I've done my creepy, like delving into the dark world, I'm also gonna pray, which gives us basically it gives us +1 to our rolls and enemies -1 to our rolls or their rolls.
nice.
3rd level. It is saving throws, damage rolls, and just rolling to do stuff.
Do you want to wiggle out of those hands yet?
I can't wiggle while I'm taking my time.
I can't wiggle while I work.
I can't wiggle while I work.
For like 5 minutes.
I'm not asleep. I'm doing very important, talking to snake gods and praying to snake gods.
All right, so you're all set. You got your 2?
There was my 2, yep.
All right. Well, so unfortunately for you, you're probably not going to get another 2. This thing already has you grabbed, which means it can do other cool things now. So with its turn, right, it still has its head kind of facing towards Rain, right?
Mm-hmm.
And its hand detaches from your shoulder, and suddenly you're getting like your full complement of blood rushing to your brain, which is really nice. It's really helping a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe explain some of your visions, who knows, right? And the hand just reaches out and pokes Rain right in the chest. Not even hard, just right?
What?
I get a broken pelvis and he gets poked.
Yeah, because it makes that connection with him, right? And then you see electricity start jumping out of its mouth, just like arcing through the entire body. And then the 2 of you are shocked. Both of you make a saving throw versus spell.
Awesome. Sweet. Well, this is a fine way to go.
Nice.
I mean, Sally was right. Oh. It does not want me making my saving throw.
I want you to make your saving throw.
1 second here. Oh, there it is. Woo!
Nice. Look at the 2 of you. Okay. So what is it about the situation that's kept you so grounded?
I mean, I was just told by my god I'm probably going to fail. That's a pretty grounding thing.
I don't like people touching me.
It boops you and you're just like, no, and you just smack your hand out of the way. All right, that's really good. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, like, it's like, you know, electricity is like pouring off this thing, right? Like, actually just like, it's like indescribable. It's almost like it's a liquid that's just been like exuding from this creature's body, and less of, you know, like a lightning strike or any sort of like, you know, what, Van der Graaf machine or something. I think they do it.
That's right.
Yeah, sounds fancy enough, right? It will continue to crunch you, Tristan, but it does not hit as hard, although any damage, I think, ruins your spell.
Yep.
So you take a total of 6.
Did it get -2 to its damage rolls?
No, it did not, so it'd be 4.
Yay!
I forgot about that, I'm sorry.
See, no, it's fine. I mean, we both still passed our saves, at least, so that's good.
No, that's awesome. All right, so yeah, it does crunch you a little bit, dragging you out of the withdrawal, but that is the end of its turn.
Nice.
Now, I want to sideswipe for just a moment. Squid, you are walking, jogging, running. What is your pace like getting through this maze?
She's probably doing a pretty good hustle without making Nikolai trip.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll me a straight D4 then, and we'll see how long it's going to take you to get there. Nice. Okay. So at the top of the next round, you will arrive. So they were pretty close, as they suspected when they succeeded their intelligence checks. You did not have much ground to cover. So by the time you got out to like that turn, it was only a matter of about 200 feet before you caught up to where the rest of the party is. So in fact, you can probably even see them kind of on the approaching horizon, right? Some impossibly tall creature, and then like just a bunch of electricity sparks out of its back, mostly missing them. Do you want to say or do anything at this distance, or are you just continuing to close the gap?
Well, shit. She'll try and pick up the pace, dragging Nikolai as best as possible.
All right, cool. All right, I believe after that it is Rain, then Dane.
Woo!
So, can I rip this dude out of the hand, or do I just have to keep like whacking at it?
You wanna break the grab that the golem has on your friend here, your companion?
Oh yeah, I guess I just don't know how grapple works in second edition.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think I know how it works, but yeah, if you wanna go for it again, you definitely can.
All right, just roll the d20 again.
Yeah, it still has an AC of 2 right now.
Boop.
All
I get 2. Do I still get the 2?
Yeah, you get 2 this round.
Woo!
Oh
Wait,
shit!
no, that says rolling 20.
Dang it! And don't forget, you get +1 to your rolls, though.
Oh, so 9 and 2. Cool.
Oh man, you're still attacking with that longsword.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the issue now is this thing is still predominantly inside of the briars, right? Mostly it's just its hands have come out. And now, like, the hand closer to you is in your way, right? And you're trying to chop past that arm to get to the other one to sort of, get Dane free. And there's just, like, a lot of logistical, like,
All right.
nightmares trying to get get him to break his grip.
All right. I feel like I'm just gonna yell at Jane and just be like, "Stop sleeping and try to get yourself out of those hands."
All right, Dan, you're up.
All right. Alrighty, let's see. Spellcasting's worked pretty darn well for me, so how about I cast a spell that makes a big old magical scythe to try and do some stuff to this bad boy. It's a 2nd level spell. Level 2. Boom. Alright, so I summon my big old magic scythe
Nice.
to try and do some slashy. Well, okay. Was it a +2 weapon, do I recall, or was it just +1?
Yeah, I believe that's what we went with.
+1?
+2.
+2, alright. So I'm gonna roll and I get +3 from the 2 of the weapon and 1 from chanting. Roll 1d20. My Thaco... You said it had an AC of 2?
Yeah.
Alright, my Thaco is in another tab. 1 second. Thaco's 16, so I need a 14 or higher, and I have the pluses in here.
Nice.
+3, so 14 or higher. Well,
it is as if your death scythe does nothing to him when it meets his undead flesh. Passes right through him with no damage whatsoever.
Ouch.
What are we doing? Are we just gently patting him, caressing his arms?
Everyone's booping the hoop.
Why are we all booping?
I don't know. I don't like it.
All right, you're all set then, right?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So, Arliss and Nikolai, are like finally within like action distance. Excuse me. They can go whenever they would like. Slash Squid can
Get
go
them
whenever.
out of these hands.
I caught these hands.
Do you want to go now, or do you want to wait till after his turn, Squid?
I'm gonna go as soon as possible. I think I have a ranged weapon, don't I?
Yeah, I think so.
All I see is the short sword.
I mean, you got. Oh, you don't even have spells, do you?
Can I charge it?
Sure. Why not?
Alright, does that do anything for it in second edition, or do I just roll?
No, it doesn't. But Tristan, does your thing affect the area? Or does it only affect the people?
It affects the area.
Okay, cool. So you're getting a +1 from Tristan, which is nice.
I want to say it's a 30-foot radius.
Yeah, that seems fine. So it's got an AC of 2. You have a THAC of 17. So it's normally a 15 or higher, but you have a +1 short sword and a +1 from the bless effect. So you're looking for a 13 or higher on a D20 roll.
I believe in you, Squid.
So a little bit better than normal. Yeah,
I think I did that right.
well, yeah. You just clicked with your weapon, so it's not factoring in the extra 1, but that would only turn it to an AC of 11, as opposed to his AC of 2. So you rolled a 4.
Yeah.
So not the best roll. So you charge into melee with your short sword with all your weight behind it, right? And you sink it like, right up to the hilt into this thing's flesh, and just like the actuated head just like turns and looks at you and just growls once.
Guys, we seriously need to stop booping.
I dry heave again.
Yeah, I mean it smells absolutely rancid.
I feel like I equally smell bad, so.
Yeah, you guys are kind of evening it out. All right. You once again hear like the clicking and whirring of many gears and motors inside of this creature's body. It still has Tristan crunched in on 1, and now it has to decide which of these other 2 it's going to attack.
Get out of those hands.
No, not 1S2, 1D2. So Riley, you're going to be 1. Squid, you're going to be 2. All right, Squid. Such is tradition. So it's got one hand gripped there, right, and it just reaches directly over, just going straight for your throat. What is your AC?
I closed it. Hold on. Mm, 5.
Okay. Oh, excuse
And
me.
he gets a -1. That could make it
Oh,
in.
so I'm looking for a 3 or higher. All right, so I have succeeded. If this were some sort of ridiculous comic books or something, we would have an entire panel filled with stars that Arliss had seen as soon as she was, like connected face to face with this creature's mighty muscles, mighty undead muscles. But we will have to settle for dealing 4d10 damage. So 26 to you, Squid. You still with us?
Yeah, she has 10 left.
Okay.
Is your max HP only 36?
Yeah, it is.
She's a rogue. She's an acrobat. Dane, you are still grabbed. It cannot do the electricity this round, so it has to just crunch you with its motors. So it auto hits, but it does slightly less damage to you. Is that 2 less for all attacks, or just only on you?
It says rolls that its rolls are it gets -1 to rolls, and does each damage die count as like a different roll?
What spell is this with the bless?
It's with prayer.
With prayer.
It's level...
It's pretty high level spell, isn't it?
It's level 3, so... It works like chant, but I don't need to continue doing it. If I recall correctly.
Yeah, sure. I'll say it's 1 less for each die. That's kind of the way it
Oh.
reads. So take
Alright.
22 squid instead of 26. And Tristan, you take 4 instead of 6.
Yeah, I can totally work with that.
Yeah.
Dang, this attack is good, or this spell is good.
Yeah. So I mean, it's having seen it move for a couple minutes now, it seems like it can do something really big or really fast. And then it doesn't have any finesse, right? It's grabbed you, it's got a hold of you, but it's not like maneuvering you. It's just literally not letting go.
Nice.
And then it like drew its arm back, touched, did the electricity, drew its arm back, went after Squid, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's not flailing wildly.
Gotcha.
All right. So if it just went, that means it's rain.
I'm trying to get them out of those hands. I'm going to continue trying to get Dane out of there.
Thank you.
If I were to switch to my more powerful bow, does that take a whole turn, or am I able to switch and then do my attacks?
Yeah, you'll have to drop your first one, but you can drop it and grab your new one as part of the attack. If that makes sense.
Alright. Might as well. I might have a better chance with this. I think.
And you get to do 2 attacks each round with a bow, right?
Yeah.
Or I do 2 with the longsword anyway, though.
Yeah, but it's 1 then 2, 1 then 2. With the bow, because of your specialization, you get 2 every round.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the longbow thing. So yeah. I throw my longsword and then I pull out the longbow. And trying to get him out of those hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've looked at this thing enough that you're like seeing where like the gears interlock and everything, right? Like even if it's a very well-made machine, it's still a machine, and if you can gummy up, it's worse. What's your THAC-O?
13. So I think I hit 1.
Yeah, because you would be looking for an 11, and you have bonuses
Is that
too.
with the plus 1?
I get +1. Never mind. So it's 11 and 18.
Yeah, they're both enough.
Okay, cool. So roll d10 plus 2.
Yeah.
So I will d10 plus 2. So that's 1 and 2.
It's damage.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, switch rolls. Yeah, I mean more damage on it for sure. You
Still
see,
didn't do anything to the hand.
Yeah, so you see like a bunch of arrows like go into it, right? But they're not at the point where it has like completely compromised its function, right? Because I think it just like right, and the arrows even the arrowheads just shatter instantly.
I throw more salt at it.
Like, you damn brr. Throw it growling. Yeah. All right, Dane, what are you gonna do?
I'll start with my attack with my spiritual weapon.
Ooh.
What did we say its AC was again? 2?
It's got a 2 currently, yeah, because it still has its flesh suit on.
Ooh, the flesh suit affects its AC.
Yes, it does.
What was I hope it makes its AC higher. Because I don't want this thing getting hurt. Alright, 16, 14. Alright, so I need a 14, and I have the plus 3. Woo!
Ooh.
So the scythe does some
Besides
wicked
doing
damage.
things.
Oh yeah. What? Speaking of damage, was it a D6?
Yeah, I don't remember. We'll have to look that up. We're nearing our end for our short
All
session
right.
tonight, so we'll just call it a 6.
6 plus 3. So there's 8 damage.
Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this is me kind of going on the arm that is currently grasping me.
Yeah, no, I imagine everyone's like focused there. Well, I mean, poor Arliss, but yeah, everyone's focused their efforts on that one.
Yeah. And let me
Break
check.
the gosh darn gear.
Do you think I'm not trying? All right, and
How
then
long you stand in space for 5 minutes?
Thank you. And then I have the I'll just do an attack with my staff blade thing,
Which side
which
are you
is
using?
the bladey pointy side,
Oh, okay.
because I don't want to risk the healings. I don't know what the healing side would do to this, but I won't try it yet. And so 1d20, and this is just a +2 because one from the weapon, one from the bless, and I still need a, what was it, 14? Alright, so
what's your attack go?
16, it has AC of 2, so 14 after the...
Yeah.
Alright. Nope.
Yeah. Alright, so, your great scythe comes down and, like, turns the already rotting flesh even more putrid as more of it, like, just pours away from this arm. So there's just this shiny chrome hand that's just grabbed you, right? And we've got, you desperate, you, like, just bring your staff up and try and jam it in there and pry yourself away, but you just can't seem to get any purchase, which is like kind of disturbing because it's got zero clearance between your crushed pelvis and its hand, right? And the thing's entire head just like completely just rotates all the way around, right? Because it was looking over at Arliss, and it just completely spins the other way, locking eyes with Rain again, and just goes, "Whoa."
Stop saying that. You've already used that line.
I do it back.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
yeah. So we'll be terribly boring tonight, so apologize to everyone who has tuned in. We had to... we were not entirely sure this session was going to fire for a minute. We are going to end it there as we see Arliss desperately trying to escape, or like reversing the grip on her blade and getting ready to drive it into this thing's eye. What's like our outro?
She's gonna try and stab it again.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll it.
Sorry, I lost it.
Oh shit, yeah, look at that. That's what we're talking about. That's a crit 20. So you have like jammed this thing past the hilt into this thing's eye, or did you like get it in like one of those like electrical vents that was on its back or something? What did you do to this?
She jammed it up into its jaw.
Oh, okay. You like went up into the jaw and
just shut them up.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've got it like pinned right there, and you can see it's like trying to yell. So now it's just like groaning multiple times. Go ahead and you can either take max damage and roll like the D6 or whatever, or you can just roll double dice, whatever you'd prefer.
I'll do max damage and roll the D6.
Okay, cool. So you're doing 6. So you're doing 7 plus a D6. Okay, so 8. But I mean, still, damage is damage. Yeah, as you see, right, it's got its jaws kind of pinned up against its mouth, and you're holding it there, trying to like slip free of its grasp. And then similar to the first time you did it, because now its turn would be up, the electricity, right, just starts like escaping out of like every like cut in every hole, right, like it's pouring, like dripping out of this thing's like now ruined like jaw. It's got like these back vents that all like explode out, and it looks like it has like electric wings for just a second, and the whole area just explodes in lightning and ozone, and we'll just have this bright flash, and that's where we will cut it for this session of the Electric Dice podcast. Wondering if a bomb just went off and if anyone has in fact survived.
Well, this was a way to die.
You'll be fine. You're the heroes. You can't die.
Yeah, we can.
All right, cool. Sorry about the shorter session, everyone, but thanks as always for tuning in. Hopefully, we all had a good time with it.
It was fun.
Yeah.
All right. We will be back at it in 2 weeks for an extended session to make up for this shorter one. Hopefully everyone will be alive and kicking and not poisoned.
Yeah, the party's not in good shape.
As long as I still have enough blood.
How much blood do you have? You've lost so darn much.
That's true. They keep taking his blood.
In real life and in the game.
He's losing a lot of blood here and for play. All right.
Only a flesh wound.
What's that?
Only a flesh wound.
All right.
I mean,
cool.
I guess death by electric explosion is still better than death by crushed pelvises.
All right, cool. We are out for the night. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thanks for watching us die.
No, we didn't die.
Not yet. Not this time. All right,
Not
bye.
yet. Bye.
Bye.